Hi, in this video I'll show you about our Mini Manager 9x9 Modular Matrix Switcher. So here we have the setup. Basically right now you can see this is the back panel of our matrix switcher. And right now we have two HDMI inputs. Basically we also can have the DVI. We're using the DVI-I interface. Basically you can support the HDMI, DVI, CBS, YPR, and also the VGA with the different adapters. Here we also have the VGA card, HBC input card, CBS, SDI input card. Here we have the control card. Basically we have the two line ports and also two R332 COM ports. And right now we're using the line to connect to the Wi-Fi router. And also on the COM one we have this one, DIY connector. Then we have this R332 cable connect to the output card, the output 4 HBC output card. So this is the HBC output card and VGA, HBC, and here also the CBS SDI. And those cards can support the audio D embedded function. The input card can support the audio embedded function. So on the output 4 HBC, and here we have 4 Cat 5e cable along the way, up to 70 meters or 100 meters for 1080p resolution. So here we have 4 receivers, and on these 2 receivers and 4 receivers, and we have them connect to the 4 displays on this side. And on this receiver, right now you can see we have an R32 cable, which is from this line cable. This line cable is basically for the 4 displays and for the R32 connection. So here we have this one DIY connector, then we have 3 pin, and we're using the cross wiring. So here we have this one connected, and here's the PO Cat 5e cable, and you can see all the receivers we're using the power over cable. We don't need the extra power adapter for them. So now we're going to show you we're going to use the multifunction buttons to send the R32 codes from the matrix switcher over the Cat 6 cable, Cat 5e cable to the receiver, then from this receiver then through this cable to control the display off and on or other functions here. So right now we're going to do is we're going to use this laptop because we have a Wi-Fi router, so we can use this laptop. Then we have this one connect to the Wi-Fi router, and we can use this one to control the matrix switcher. We just use the web browser and we just type the IP address here, and then we will come to this one before we log in. Here we have the 4D multifunction buttons. Basically we can use them to record the signals, like this one is load 1, load signal 2. You can see we have like different signals. And here we have 2 buttons which is like active in green color, which is to turn off and turn on the matrix switcher. Turn off and turn on the displays. Before we talk about these two, we need to log in this one first, and both are using admin. After we log in, here we can see we got the setup. So this is the multifunction buttons. So we can just filter out the hex format commands here for the displays, and we need to select the select 1, not the 2, just because on the matrix switcher on the back side we're using the COM 1, not the COM 2. And also here we're using the cross wiring, not the straight wiring. So for the multifunction 39 we're using turn off, and for the multifunction 40 we're using turn on. So we can just click save. Then we back to the switch. Then we can see here these 2 is active. So if we click turn off, you can see like all these screens are turning off. If we click turn on, then the display is powered back. So this 2 is basically to turn on and turn off the displays with the RS232, then we send from the web browser, then through the COM1 to the one of the HBSD output card, then from the receiver, then we get the RS232 connected to the displays. So basically this one is about the multifunction button to send the RS232 commands to control the equipment. And also here we also can just save like the senders, like the multifunction button 1 is basically we have a 2x2 video wall, and from the input 3, if we click this one, it will load to a 2x2 video wall. This one is another sender. It's going to be load the sender 4. So basically you can see it can support the seamless switching. If we don't need the video wall, we also can just delay the video wall here, just by type the one here. Because actually our HBSD 1080p HBSD and the 1080p HDMI output card can support the video wall function, and also can save the video wall function as the presets. So if right now we're gonna do the switching, and we'll just select the source, then we'll click the up button for the switching. During switching, you can see can support the seamless switching, no black or blue screen during switching. Except the laptop to control, we also can use an iPad to control it, just because we got the matrix switcher connected to the Wi-Fi router. So here we got an iPad. We just use the Google browser, and then we can see why. It's actually the same interface as the web browser on the Windows. So if we want to turn off the displays, we can just click this one to turn off. Turn back. Turn on the displays. So now already turn on all the 4 displays. So to recall as a video wall from the input 3, recall another video wall from the input 4. So this is the introduction about the iPad, and also we can log in for more options. Okay, thank you so much. Hope this can be helpful.